Hello, everybody. Katrina here. $17 dream come true. I'm currently here in downtown Toronto. I'm eating my soup nutsi. That's my background. Oh, I think the lighting is way better here. Oh my gosh. So, today is quite a trip down memory lane. I saw my previous office. I saw my previous boss by accident. Well, there's really no accident, but by chance. So I just want to share with you the experience. And by the way, this is the first time you guys are seeing me. This is Katrina. I love what I do. I help ambitious working moms make life-changing money online. And I'm based here in Toronto, Ontario. And today, this is the last week. Ooh, bit of air in here. It's cold. Today is the last week. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me okay? Oh, hi, JPM. Hello, sis. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. This is the last week before the school starts next week, so I'm kind of trying to squeeze all the preparations, like doctor's appointment for the boys, not just for the boys, but also for myself. So today I went to a dermatologist here in downtown, and it's near uh, the law office that I used to work at. I have some skin tags that want to be removed. So it was just a quick consultation, and I would go back for my actual procedure next week. So my husband dropped me off, and it's kind of surreal because I saw my previous office. I'll make a post about it. It's actually my background. There you go. Some of you are familiar if you guys are working here, and I saw a quiet spot here. Those are my stuff. Oh, it's kind of windy. there's a there's a vent of air here. So I saw my previous office, and then I went down to the shopping mall connected to my previous office. It just brought a lot of memories. Me taking the subway in the morning, like the rush hour, and also like the lunch break. So I would go down to the um, the marketplace, the food court area, and it's a $17 dream because that's the cost of my lunch today. It could be a little expensive or just right depending on what your perspective is. But for me, it's really a dream come true to spend that amount for a lunch without stressing it over. I'll make a post about it, but I went to Longo's. It's like a high end supermarket uh, with food, different salads, and like a hot corner. Um, and I remember those times. What was that? I think 2016. So 7 years ago, I used to work here. So 7 years ago, when I was starting out, I think my starting pay is it $16 per hour or maybe less as um, as a junior filing clerk. I'm so grateful that I got that position, even though I didn't have any experience with law. So I was literally filing, you know, documents in huge filing cabinets. And so whenever I would go to lunch, usually I would bring my lunch and I would eat it at the food court or in our pantry. Oh, no, we don't have pantry. So I would go down at the food court and I would eat my packed lunch. But I think every other Friday or every payday, I would treat myself and eat at the food court. And there's this marketplace called Bolongos. where you can eat by the gram. Like there's fresh salads there, uh, you know, all the dressings. There's egg salad, there's seaweed salad. What else is there? There's pasta. All like freshest stuff. So I discovered that through my good friend at the office. So I tried that, but I know it's by the gram. Every spoon that you take from the like the buffet area, of course, that would matter, right? So I would always be so conscious of the weight because I know, oh my gosh, like I would just budget myself, like hopefully it won't hit like $10 or so because it's too expensive for me already back then. Um, so now I got back to that exact place, and they're still there. Everything looks exactly the same. It's surreal. Um, but when I was, getting food from the salad bar, I just got everything that I like, but in moderation, just little bits and pieces because I know I will get full. I've been fasting for a few days now, so that's my first meal of the day. So I've been fasting for 20 hours at a time. So I want my meal always to be like full of nutrients, and the feeling of like when I get a spoon of those salad options, it's like, oh my gosh. And I wasn't worried like how much that salad would cost, and it's the best feeling, you know, things like this. And it brought back a lot of memories, like those times that I felt like um, we feel very challenged. Of course, I'm very grateful. I was very grateful that I got that job, but also the challenges of starting again, starting fresh, like from the start, and we don't know what's ahead of us. And I remember praying, like, when I was filing those documents at the law firm, I was praying, like, Lord, I know, I'm grateful for this, but I trust the process. I trust you. You are my boss. I'm going to do my best because I know I can do more, but in this season, this is what you gave me. I know this is a season of planting seeds. This is a season of growing, and I'm embracing this. So that was my prayer before, and also just trusting the process that everything will turn out good, and trusting Him that He will not forsake me and my family. And those are all my thoughts while I was eating that $17 salad. Although I also bought like an almond biscotti, but I think that was the most rewarding lunch that I've had in a while because of all those memories. And if I wanted to share that because if you are in that position as well, that you feel like you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling challenged, or you feel like you're in rock bottom, or you feel that your hopes and dreams are there but you don't know how to get there, I want to encourage you to find that, stick to that hope, stick to your faith that everything will turn out well eventually. You don't know how, but just keeping the faith. And I actually saw my boss, one of my bosses. Like I was eating, and then I was just looking at the people, and then he passed by. I didn't recognize him at first, and I was like, "Is that him?" I was like, "Oh yes, that's him." So I texted my friend, the office mate from before. I was like, "I saw him, like one of the lawyers." I wasn't able to say hi because he was like walking so fast. But who would have thought that of all the places, of all the time that I would see that boss? I'm so grateful for them because they trusted me. I was really fairly new here in Canada. They trusted me with my skills, and So, and I took my time, walking down the halls of that mall, the first Canadian place. For those of you who are based in Toronto and also work in here, if you're familiar in downtown Toronto, one of the biggest malls, and there's a huge um, mall underground. It's called the Path. I think it's the biggest underground mall in North America. It's very helpful, especially when it's fall and winter season and it's really snowing hard. People don't need to walk outside. They can walk um, underground and shop as well. So it's really a trip down memory lane. And looking back, of course, I had no idea that I'll be, you know, jumping into the business and being able to quit my job 19 months into it and doing so much more, not just for myself, my kids, my family, my parents, and helping others do exactly the same. And I just want to come in here and remind you guys that your dreams are worth it. Sometimes you don't know exactly how things will work out, but just keeping the faith and working at it every single day, baby steps, and it's going to be like a compounding effect. It's going to be like a synergistic effect, and habits really will build the path, will build the ladder going to your goals and dreams, whatever that is. And I saw this quote just a couple of days, and I also got refreshed this morning that when you realize that the things that has happened in the past or up to now are that things are happening for you and not to you. When you realize that, when you really let that sink in, that things happen for you and not to you, what does that mean? That means you have total control. Well, not really total. Sometimes there are things that you cannot control, right? But majority, you can control whatever happens to you, like in terms of achieving your goals. You create your own story. So if you are not happy, if you're not satisfied in your current situation, in your current story right now, you can definitely rewrite that. You cannot change the past, of course, but it doesn't dictate your future. You can use that as stepping stone. It doesn't define your future, but it prepares you for your future. Use those past mistakes, learnings as stepping stones so you can go to your destination, right? Don't wallow. It's okay to cry for a bit, to feel disappointed. Sometimes you just need to take it lightly, like, okay, that doesn't work. That did not work. I thought it's going to work, but it did not. Sometimes you have to don't be too hard on yourself and ask yourself, okay, what worked? What didn't work? How can I make it better? I'm not perfect. I'm always a work in progress. I've committed tons of mistakes. I'm still learning along the way. But sometimes I'm also reminding myself, enjoy the journey. Okay, that didn't work, then it's time to move on. Right? So that's my little reminder for you guys. So when I paid at the cashier for my lunch today, it was like, oh my gosh, after 7 years affording a $17 meal without worries like how much I should be paying, or without like, oh my gosh, how much will this cost? It's different. It hits different. And I pray that you also experience that. And that $17 meal is a representation of the past 7 years of staying consistent and keeping the eyes on the prize, keeping the faith, praying, meditating, putting actions every single day, even if I don't feel like it, learning from other people, and giving more than what is expected. Give having a generous heart as well, because at the end of the day, it's not just us. It's also what can you bring to the table. How can you help others, right? So there you have it. Hi, Ruben. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, hello. Nice to see you here. That's it. That's my little inspiration for all of you. Hey, Coach Rebecca. I'm just gonna catch up on our chat. Don't worry. I'm still busy with my. I'm getting what do you call that? Too invested in my decluttering. So I'm on my round two today. So very happy. Oh no, my soup got cold already. So this is my former office mate. She introduced me to soup Nazi, so I bought a little big one today. There's a flavor lobster bisque, but it's not available. It's only available every Tuesday and Thursday, but today's Wednesday. So I asked them, Pinoy din, it's like, what's the closest? So they gave me this crab something. Oh, no. I forgot. Yeah, I think crab bisque, but it has rice. I like creamy soups. It's super good. No more shopping, Coach Rebecca. So Edward, my husband, already checked the uniform this morning. I think we just need to buy like a hoodie and shoes for the second one and the older one. Not much. So I just went to my derma and some trip down memory. It's really quiet in here. Have you done your back to school shopping? Coach, oh, you're back to school too, Winnie. I feel like I'm also going back to school because I had a massage the other day. I had a hair color, although this balayage not so obvious. It's like sun kissed. I look it up. What's the meaning of balayage? It's very subtle, like sun kissed color. Um, and then today I went to the derma. Have some skin tags on my neck, and I just want to make sure that there's no underlying conditions. So I really don't mind in a sense that I'm not being too conscious about it, but my husband's saying just have it checked just to make sure everything is okay, like there's no underlying cause. So I had the dermatologist checked it, and she said they'll just cauterize it, they freeze or they numb it, and then they just cauterize. So it will just need like maybe a 2 week healing period. So there will be like dark spots there. So I just needed to do that before a couple of trips that are coming up. So yeah, it's good that the consultation was free earlier, and then I'll just pay for the procedure next week when or like on. There you go. Oh, which one? Skin tags? Are you talking about skin tags, Coach Rebecca? Yeah, so for my skin tag, they said they will cauterize it so it doesn't come back anymore. Like they would treat the like the roots so it doesn't grow back. So hopefully it does it. It's a little pricey to have them removed. But I'm grateful that, things like that, yeah, it's not like too stressing to spend on. And the kids, like, oh my gosh, like the boys, they all have like something to do with their teeth. Um, the youngest one had his little cavity. It was done, paid on the spot also last week. And then the eldest, he had done like retainers past few years. It was done, but there was a little more things to do, like alignment on the side. So he's doing Invisalign. He's gonna get that tomorrow. Like imagine how much that is. And then Mateo, he had the most, things to do on his teeth, alignment, he needed a dental surgeon. We went there as well. Like, oh my gosh. Like Lucas Invisalign cost like 6 grand, 6,000. Also Mateo around 6,000, and then Hunter, I think. Oh, it's not too much. I think just 400 or so. So these boys, like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine like working my admin position. We wouldn't be able, not in this lifetime, would be able to, afford having the kids go through all those, dental procedures. Um, Good thing I didn't spend a single cent on my teeth. These are like my real um, teeth. So I'm grateful. Yeah. So things like that, that's um, that's freedom. Being able to afford things for my kids that otherwise I wouldn't be able to do, and going on guiltless self care, hair color, massage. What else did I do the other day? Facial with my eldest son. That's our mother and son bonding because he's a teenager and having some skin issues like pimples. So I want him to experience like what good skincare is. Although when I was younger, I did have that luxury as well. Maybe I guess I'm too young to experience that, but I'm grateful that my mom introduced me to lots of moisturizer as early as 12 years old. Oh, there you go. um, oh, really? That's good for you. Free skin tag removal there. Oh, that's good. That's good for you. Yeah, I know, right? Although they allowed us to have like payment plans, so I didn't have to. Well, I can like pay like one down, but sometimes I just don't want to feel it. But yeah, because there will be like almost the other one is like every 3 months or so. So not too bad, but yeah, for Hunter it's like one down. 7,000 for the teeth, right? There you go. Um, but not just 7,000, because yesterday we went to Mateo's dental surgeon because he has a specific tooth that needs to be pulled out by a dental surgeon, and that costs what? I think 2 grand, and that's one time big. Like you just pay it like 2 grand. Like, oh my gosh, that's like 1 month worth of my admin job salary already. I don't know how on earth would we be able to afford that, because I remember we needed to line up, wait for the the free dental appointment for our sons before, like when we were starting here, and we would be sent to like a far dentist because that's the only one that's covered by OHIP. Those are the days, but you tend to appreciate more the things that I have now because of those things that we've experienced. Hey Grace, hello from the UK. Oh really? Why? That's a lot too for just it's a lot of procedures for the kids, right? Hi, Feliciana. Yeah, right. So it's nice to, of course, we don't want to abuse that because that obviously we won't qualify for that anymore. But there you have it. So I'm just so grateful. It's a trip down memory lane today, and I discovered a really yummy treat, which is not lots of sugar. It has 9 grams of sugar, so not too much. It's this one, sweets from the earth. It's a chocolate almond biscotti. there you have it. So there you go, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll head over to another mall. I'll have my necklace fixed. The diamond necklace my husband gave me years back. The what do you call this? The chain, because it's so thin. I broke it, so I'm going to the diamond store shop. Hopefully they repair it. We'll see. All right. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you, Lord. Right. Yes, masarap siya. That's why I bought like four, four more. There you have it. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, I have yet to sign some contracts as well. So I'm so excited. Thank you, Lord. Bye for now. Bye, Coach Rebecca. Thank you.